Hello everyone, today we're going to do 4 biggest rogue issues in 3v3 Kolo or any sort of team setting. We're going to go through them and I'm going to show you guys my personal ways of dealing with them, or at least making them less of an issue. But before we do that, I just want to give you guys a big thank you for 1,000 subscribers. We hit it yesterday and it means a lot to me, and I just want to thank you guys so much because, I don't know, without you I wouldn't have the 1,000 subscribers, I suppose. Yeah, just wanted to give that as a quick thank you. Let's just get into this video. We got 4 big issues here that rogues tend to face, because oftentimes you find that rogues are hated in a 3v3 setting or any sort of team setting. They're a very good 1v1 class, but whenever it comes to a team setting, you find that people start to hate on rogues. They're like, ah, shit, there's a rogue on my team. Or like, if your friends are like coming up with a perk hunt, they're gonna sometimes exclude you because you're a rogue. They'll be like, ah, no, that guy, you know, he's a rogue, let's not invite him, he's gonna be useless. And rogues are not useless, okay? We are a useful class, and I want to show you guys what the 4 biggest issues rogues tend to face are, and my personal ways for dealing with them. Let's just get into it, actually. So number 1 is late start. Having a late start. So most classes in 3v3, you'll find that turn 1 they'll boost, turn 2, that's it, they're going in. And even some classes, like long range classes like Kra and Enutrof, you'll find that turn 1 they're already hitting, right? But most classes like Sacrier, Zeller, whatever, IOP, that sort of thing, turn 1 they're boosting, and turn 2 they're going in. Sometimes turn 2 they're boosting, but definitely by turn 3. But you'll tend to find that rogues can't really do that much in the first few turns. Like, look, so I got my bomb there, got another bomb here. Now, I could start playing with my bombs and stuff, but they're not really that big. And if I start putting them out this early, they're, you know, sure, they'll do a little damage, right? This is turn 3. So I got 1k damage times 2, right? That's going to do 2,000 damage. But keep in mind that if I do that, it's very likely that someone else is going to move my bomb before they take the second damage. Right, so now that was minus 1,000 damage. It doesn't come again, so that's just the minus 1,000. If they had Ivory, now that's minus 500. If they had a little bit of resistance, let's say that we did minus 300. So now we just exposed our bombs and put ourselves at risk in order just to do 300 damage. I don't think that's very worth it, right? So I'm going to show you guys a little bit how you can optimize your turn and do that better. So let me just show you here. So the goal here is to boost your bombs as fast as possible. And the best way you can do that is by boosting 2 bombs at once. So typically, let's imagine this is turn 1. This is turn 4, right? But let's just say it's turn 1. This is usually how I would play it. So I'd put a bomb. Ah, damn it. Okay, this is not a good place just because that guy is a little bit too close. So let's put this as more of like a realistic setting. So I'm just going to push him away a little bit. So boom, push him away, like as if this is a little bit more realistic Kolo, right? Like we're a little bit far apart. So turn 1, what I'm going to do is put down a bomb. I'm going to protect it with kickback. Okay, then I'm going to put another one. This one's going to be a latent one. I'm going to put a second latent. And now I have a couple options. If they've got a high hitting character, high range damage hitting character, sorry, like a Kra, I can do remission on it to protect it even further. Or I can do weapon skill. Or I can boost my Ebony with Leak Pie on my bomb, or like some random summon on the map. Or I can magnet if there's something in a magnet that needs to be magneted. I don't know. There's something that needs to be magnetized or some shit. I don't know. Usually I'll just do weapon skill though. That's how I'll usually go. So then turn 2, your latents pop up. You're going to explode this one with Fuse to get back some AP. Put down another one. It's important that you put them down at this intersection here with only 3 in between. The reason is because that's exactly what's going to help you kick back. So then I'm going to do way down. So way down, basically if I hit a bomb that's a different color at an intersection between 2 bombs, it boosts all the bombs. So I can do it twice, get the AP back. We got a player turn here. Boom. I'm going to kick them both back, give them both shields. Do that, and then usually this turn I would remission. So I put another latent. Let's say I did remission. So now this is turn 3 if we're counting, because we started at turn 4. So this is turn 3. We're going to imagine that I did remission last turn. I was talking too much. But now this is turn 3, and I got 2 pretty solidly boosted bombs. And I just want to show you that they're actually, you know, semi-well boosted. If I can figure out how to actually put the guy in the bomb line here. So let's just do this. Put that guy there. And I'll pull this. I just want to show you a little bit of the damage difference. Now this is only turn 3. But I want to show you that we can actually still already do some damage, which is going to hopefully be pretty solid. So this turn 3, we just did 1.6 thousand. And now that'll come again, it's going to be 3.2 thousand. So you're still faced with the same issue, which is going to be what? Now, usually I wouldn't put someone in my bomb line turn 3. It's just that turn 3, my bombs are ready if I want to, right? Put someone in my bomb line. Usually I wouldn't do it on this turn though. Just keep that in mind. 2.3k, that's pretty solid. Anyhow. Oh my god, all the Dofus bugs. I can't move. Okay, I'll have to relog, just 1 sec. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, just stupid Dofus bugs. Anyways, I was saying, so you're still faced with the issue that oftentimes someone will move your bomb before they take the second damage. The easiest counter to that is focus on the guy who plays right after you. If you're focusing on the guy who plays right after you, then there's no one in between that to move your bomb away, obviously. It seems obvious, but oftentimes people will tend to neglect that, and they just end up focusing the wrong guy, and it's kind of useless. So if you can, try go for the guy who plays right after you. And as I was saying, turn 3, my bombs are ready, but not necessarily I'm going to use them. Now they're ready, I can start coming forward, start doing stuff. One of the big things that I really like to do is, excuse me, once my bombs are ready, one of the big things that I like to do is rush into the enemy camp. Let's say the enemy camp is like somewhere there. Throw in a bomb, and I'll do bunker on it. So now I got 2 boosted bombs in the back, and 1 invulnerable bomb up front. And they can't do anything to that bomb, so usually they'll freak out because I got 2 boosted bombs in the back, which are very easily accessible via a dirty trick or just anything of the sort there, right? I can do a lot of things to get my bomb in line. Boom. I'm gonna flex on you guys here. Boom. Right? Like there's a lot that you can do if you have those big bombs like boosted in the back, and then you throw a bomb in and you do bunker. And then usually they'll start freaking out because I have the invulnerable bomb, and they'll start like trying to push it away, or like they try run to the opposite side of the map, or like they'll throw all their protection spells like repercussion and stuff. It's pretty scary when you verse a rogue with boosted bombs. So I quite like when that happens. But that's it for the first one. So that's how you deal with having a late start. The second one is not having team support. So oftentimes as a rogue, you can't really support your team. Most classes can support their team, right? There's the obvious choice like, oh, an Inripsa can like heal their team. But there's other than that, like even an IOP, right? Take an IOP. As an IOP, what can you do? You can do grip, right? Like let's say one of your teammates is in danger. Okay, you play, then someone plays, then your teammate who's in danger plays. Now you can go up to that person and do grip. This is not grip, this is remission, but just imagine. So do grip on them, minus 100 MP. Now they can't reach your teammate. Your teammate's safe, right? You just saved your teammate. Say you're a Kra, same thing, reprisal, minus 100 MP, gravity state. Boom. Or you can just do a bunch of shit. Now, as rogue, what do you have to protect your ally? Oftentimes, you'll find that rogues can't protect their allies, or like rather, they think they can't, but in truth, they can. They're just not applying their spells correctly and themselves correctly. So one of my favorite things that you are able to do as a rogue is completely block access to whichever character it is. So one of the things that you can do, for example, I can throw a bomb, powder, and bunker. So let's say there's some class here like Ecoflip that was like or Enutrof, right? That wanted to get to my teammate. I can put a bomb in front of them, invulnerable and unmovable. Now they can't reach it, and they can't move my target. They can't kill it. They can't do anything unless they move the person. But if they have to move the person, now they're using AP to move the person, and I still helped save that person some HP. Now rogues are not the most powerful support class, but there are just a few small things that you can do that can kind of help your teammates. Another thing that I like to do is play with Kickback and Magnet in a team setting. The reason is I can move people. With Ruse, I can move myself, and Crossing, I can move bombs very well, but I can't move people. And it sucks that I can't move people because oftentimes, like, it's very useful for me to just like move one of the enemies out of line, right? And then they have to like the enemy team is like scrambling to put them back behind the line of sight, or you know what I'm saying. Or for example, I can save my enemy from my own teammate from that exact situation, right? You got someone there, he got moved away, or he finished in the wrong spot like an idiot. Boom, I can bring him back, hide him, keep him safe, right? So there's different things that you can do. You're obviously not the biggest support character, but there are these small things you can do. And obviously, if you're playing chance AP reduction, then you can do hella AP reduction, and usually that's quite enough. In fact, if you are going for rogue only for 3v3 or team purposes, I do recommend you go chance AP reduction. I think that's just your best bet. But yeah, sorry, I don't know. I was kind of playing mindlessly there. That was just autopilot mode. I'm not gonna pull him in. I don't know why I did that. What was I saying there? Yeah, so if you are going for team setting, I would definitely recommend you go chance AP reduction. I think that is probably your best option. But I'm a diehard intelligence rogue fan, so I'm always going to play intelligence. And as long as I do, I'm going to show you guys intelligence rogue tips, I suppose. So that was it for the second one. Team support, you don't have that many. Oh, also, sorry that I forgot to mention, you also have Arquebus. So let's say there's an IOP, like let's say this bomb is an IOP, right? And your teammate's somewhere nearby, and he has power. Boom. You can debuff their power or like their vitality or just whatever the fuck it is. You can debuff it, and in that way you're kind of helping save your ally, right? By reducing their damage. So there are a few things that you can do. Obviously, once again, I'll reiterate, you're not the most intensive support character. There's a lot of classes that can do a lot more than you, like Echo Flip, for example. They can do like shields with repercussion and heals with their cat and whatever. Also, as an intelligence rogue, if you want, this is a very viable option. I do this sometimes. You can play with archetypal bow. That way you can also kind of heal your characters and stuff. And if you have a good high intelligence set, you can usually heal up to like 1.3k and that sort of thing. It can really help save your teammate. I would recommend to play it. I don't mind. Just right now I feel like playing corrupted bow, so that's what I'm playing at the present time. Also, I don't know if I showed you guys my set, so I'm going to really quickly show you guys, just in case anyone's curious. It is Scapu Helmet, Nihilisa, AP MP, Ringeus, and King Player. Got a Corrupted Bow, Earth Dial, and Burning Shoes, Croco Bell, Inky Veil. And I'm playing with the Pet Scrot, which is AP and Initiative, and the following doses / trophies that you can see. I just want to show you guys that quickly in case you were curious, and if you're more curious about the mages, you can obviously pause the video and inspect my mages. I mage most of my items myself. So that gives me with the following resistance, which is pretty high because I think it's very useful to have high resistance, obviously in a team setting. Rogues can often find themselves to be the focus of the enemy team, so I think if you are able to have a set with high resistance and kind of solid stats, why not? Because my set actually, that combination of items gives me 11 AP, 6 MP, 6 range, like 1.05k intelligence plus a little bit of power somewhere down there. I got a little bit of crits. Fire damage is pretty good actually. You got 148 plus 10 from the Inky Veil. So it's 138 plus the 10 from the Inky Veil is 148. Pretty high initiative, 2 summons. Anyways, I just want to quickly show you the set. And then, so you got that. And then another issue that rogues tend to face is that they are useless without their bombs. Oh, rogues without bombs, they're useless. That's fairly true, but you know, Ankama knows this, and they've given us a fair amount of tools to protect our bombs. So the first one is another reason that I play Kickback, which is you can give your bombs shield points, right? I can give up to 3 bombs 420. I don't know why Ankama made it that a level 200 is 420. I think that's like the ultimate, and that's just the ultimate like joke from Ankama. I think it's very funny. But anyways, yeah, you can give 420 shields to up to 3 bombs in 2 AP. So that's one of the things you can do. Another 2 AP spell that you can do to protect a bomb is Remission. I can put Remission. Now my bomb is going to reduce long range damage, as you can see here. Leak Pie on crit only did minus 110. Usually does a lot more than that, right? The damage reduction is pretty good. It's up to 20. I think that's pretty comparable to like a Feka. Feka's like Rampart. I think that it's around the same value. Don't quote me on that. So you got that, and on top of all that, in an extreme situation, you have Bunker. Boom, I just made my bomb invulnerable, right? So I can do shield points, I can do Remission, long range reduction, and I can also do Bunker for invulnerability. And all those things together, if you're not placing your bombs out in the open like an idiot, right? If you're putting them behind walls and you're taking care to make sure that they're not too exposed to like zones and stuff where they're like freely killed, I think you should be able to keep them safe. Anyways, that's what I think. So that's that. Yeah, that was it for the third point. Sorry, I don't know why I trailed off there. And then your last one's the most annoying one, which I don't have a perfect solution to. There are no perfect solutions in Dofus, right? It's pretty strategic, but the issue is like let's say that guy's there, right? Boom, I just did whatever, and I put him in. Very often, what's gonna happen? Damn it. Every time I put him in, I have to relog. This is some bullshit, dude. This is some fucking... Okay, I'm going to relog again. I'll see you. Just 1 second. Jesus. Anyways, I'm so sorry about that. Fucking... Bro, Ankama, fix your shit, man. This has been going on for too long. Anyways, what was I saying? Jeez, make me lose my train of thought. So I was saying, yeah, you put the guy in the bumps, and one of the most common things that'll happen, very often, right? That's why it's common. I don't know, just whatever. One of the most common things that will happen, you'll find that people really love to put your teammates or you in your own bomb line, because to them it's like a I did it, you know, like they feel all fucking like proud of themselves because they did it. But you know, obviously it's a good play, right? Like your bombs do high damage, and if you were stupid enough to expose one of your teammates to easily being put in the bomb line, then you know, it's just the game, right? That's what's going to happen. They're going to take advantage of the opportunity which you have provided them. So you can't completely remove that, which is the most annoying part to me, because you know, they're always going to be able to find ways. Like for example, you're versus Sacrier, like it's pretty hard to protect one of your teammates from being chance positioned, right? Like just being co-opted into the bomb line. That's pretty difficult. But thankfully, we do have the spell Kaboom. Now, I wish Kaboom was just a state. You know how like any ripses, they do that thing and then their whole team gets AP? I wish Kaboom was like that. You just do it and your whole team gets the Kaboom state. But unfortunately, it's a shitty zone. So it means that what you have to do is kind of direct your teammates to like make zones if you want to do Kaboom with them. Or like you can just run up to your teammate, Kaboom the both of you, and then there's usually one teammate exposed. So like, let's say the two, like if it's me, a Sacrier, and like a Kra, right? Usually I'll Kaboom me and the Kra, because the Sacrier typically they can tank a lot more, or like they can heal more and that sort of thing. They have damage reductions, whatever. But if I'm first, yeah, so you kind of got to pick your teammate carefully. Usually you can only Kaboom you and one teammate. But Kaboom lasts for a fair amount of turns. I think it's 3 turns. I think it's 3 turns. 2 turns, but it comes back pretty shortly after that. So like now I have Kaboom. Now I don't have Kaboom, I pass, and I have the spell again. So usually there's only one turn where you can't be Kaboomed if you don't want it. Like until you have the spell back, I'm trying to say. So until you have the spell back, usually there's only one turn. Every 3 turns, one of those turns you don't have Kaboom. So you kind of do have the option to protect your teammates in that way. And you kind of have to make the choice between which teammate you want to protect, or if they make a nice zone, you could always get the three of you, I suppose. And that's it for my tips for 4v4, or no, that's it for my 4 tips for 3v3 Kolo. Sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you learned something, make sure you let me know in the comments. Once again, thank you very much for 1,000 subscribers. Everyone take care of yourselves. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. I'll see you tomorrow, I suppose. Daily videos, gang. Let's go, boys.